Hello guys, welcome back to Red Hot TV. Today we say happy Christmas celebration to all our Christian subscribers, to all our Christian listeners. And today we are going to give you a brief history, the definition, the origin, the development and the significance of Christmas celebration. The English term Christmas, which means Mass on Christ's Day, is of fairly recent origin. The earlier term Yule may have derived from the Germanic Yule on the Anglo-Saxon Yule, which referred to the feasts of the winter solstice. The corresponding terms in other languages, Navidad in Spanish, Natale in Italian, Noel in French, all probably denote nativity. The German word Weihnachten denotes hallowed night. Since the early 20th century, Christmas has also been a secular family holiday, observed by Christians and non-Christians alike, devoid of Christian elements and marked by an increasingly elaborate exchange of gifts. In this secular Christmas celebration, a mythical figure named Santa Claus plays the pivotal role. Christmas is celebrated on Friday, December 25th, 2020. That's today. Now we look at the origin and development. The early Christian community distinguished between the identification of the date of Jesus' birth and the liturgical celebration of that event. The actual observance of the day of Jesus' birth was long in coming. In particular, during the first 2 centuries of Christianity, there was strong opposition to recognizing birthdays of martyrs, or, for that matter, of Jesus. Numerous church fathers offered sarcastic comments about the pagan custom of celebrating birthdays when in fact saints and martyrs should be honored on the days of their martyrdom, their true birthdays from the church's perspective. The precise origin of assigning December 25 as the birth date of Jesus is unclear. The New Testament provides no clues in this regard. December 25th was first identified as the date of Jesus' birth by Sextus Julius Africanus in 221 and later became the universally accepted date. One widespread explanation of the origin of this date is that December 25th was the Christianizing of the Dies Solis Invicti Nati, that is, the day of the birth of the unconquered sun, a popular holiday in the Roman Empire that celebrated the winter solstice as a symbol of the resurgence of the sun, the casting away of winter, and the heralding of the rebirth of spring and summer, that is, celebrating the sun god. Indeed, after December 25 had become widely accepted as the date of Jesus' birth, Christian writers frequently made the connection between the rebirth of the sun and the births of the son, S-O-N. One of the difficulties with this view is that it suggests a nonchalant willingness on the part of the Christian church to appropriate a pagan festival when the early church was so intent on distinguishing itself categorically from pagan beliefs and practices. A second view suggests that December 25 became the date of Jesus' birth by a priori reasoning that identified the spring equinox as the date of the creation of the world and the 4th day of creation, when the light was created, as the day of Jesus' conception, that is on the 25th of March. December 25th, 9 months later, then became the date of Jesus' birth. For a long time, the celebration of Jesus' birth was observed in conjunction with his baptism, celebrated on the 6th of January. Then, Christmas began to be widely celebrated with a specific liturgy in the 9th century, but did not attain the liturgical importance of either Good Friday or Easter, the other two major Christian holidays. Roman Catholic churches celebrate the first Christmas Mass at midnight, and Protestant churches have increasingly held Christmas candlelight services late on the evening of December 24th. A special service of lessons and carols intertwines Christmas carols with scriptural readings narrating salvation history from the fall in the Garden of Eden to the coming of Christ. The service, inaugurated by E.W. Benson and adopted at the University of Cambridge, has become widely popular. Then we look at the significance and the importance. Towards the end of the 18th century, the practice of giving gifts to family members became well established. Theologically, the feast day reminded Christians of God's gifts of Jesus to humankind, even as the coming of the wise men, or Magi, to Bethlehem suggested that Christmas was somehow related to giving gifts. The practice of giving gifts, which goes back to the 15th century, contributed to the view that Christmas was a secular holiday focused on family and friends. This was one reason why Puritans in Old and New England opposed the celebration of Christmas, and in both England and America succeeded in banning its observance. The tradition of celebrating Christmas as a secular family holiday is splendidly illustrated by a number of English Christmas carols, such as Here We Come or Deck the Halls. It can also be seen in the practice of sending Christmas cards, which began in England in the 19th century. Moreover, in countries such as Austria and Germany, the connection between the Christian festival and the family holiday is made by identifying the Christ child as the giver of gifts to the family. In some European countries, St. Nicholas appears on his feast day, December 6th, bringing modern gifts of candy and other gifts to children. In North America, the pre-Christmas role of the Christian Saint Nicholas was transformed under the influence of the poem A Visit from St. Nicholas into the increasingly central role of Santa Claus as the source of Christmas gifts for the family. While both name and attire, a version of the traditional traditional dress of Bishop of Santa Claus, reveal his Christian roots, and his role of querying children about their past behavior replicates that of St. Nicholas. He is seen as a secular figure. In Australia, where people attend open-air concerts of Christmas carol and have their Christmas gifts and dinner on the beach, Santa Claus wears red swimming trunk as well as a white bird. In most European countries, gifts are exchanged on Christmas Eve, December 24th, in keeping with the notion that the baby Jesus was born on the night of the 24th. The morning of December 25th, however, has become the time for the exchange of gifts in North America. In 17th and 18th century Europe, the modest exchange of gifts took place in the early hours of the 25th, when the family returned home from the Christmas Mass. In North America, the centrality of the morning of the 25th of December as the time for the family to open presents has led, with the exception of the Catholic and some Lutheran and Episcopal churches, to the virtual end of holding church services on that day. a striking illustration of the way societal customs influences liturgical practices. Given the importance of Christmas as one of the major Christian feast days, most European countries observe, under Christian influence, December 26th as a second Christmas holiday, popularly known as the Boxing Day. This practice recalls the ancient liturgical notion that the celebration of Christmas, as well as that of Easter and of Pentecost, should last the entire week. So this is where we'll call it a wrap today. We all know where the Christmas celebration began and how it began, owing to the fact that so many people felt it was constant. In fact, it was the fact that Constantine, who was the Roman emperor then, substituted the celebration of the sun god in Rome to the celebration of the Christian celebration of Jesus. And that was how Christianity Christmas celebration came into existence. So we have so many conflicting reports that some people that celebrate it, some don't celebrate it, some castigate those that celebrate it, and some don't care. Some feel it's a time to just rest and spend time with family members. So guys, if you have anything to say concerning this, drop your comment in the comment section, and please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you very much.